Who was it? Oh, Glen Beck, of all people, weighed in. Maybe I printed out this article. I'm all over the place. But
well, Glen Beck had a conversion. So God probably told him.
He's an idiot.
The whole deal.
I mean, he is a real bona fide idiot. Yeah, I've had it with this Glen Beck guy and his buddies. This is from his radio show. They're all angry with science. Like, they're pissed off about it. He's like, have you ever seen a half monkey, half human? And if there was evolution, have you ever seen a half a turtle turning into a monkey? And like, it's like, that's like saying OJ can't be guilty because I've never seen him kill anyone. I mean, what are you, fucking crazy? We've seen bones, artifacts that show the transition, and this was over millions of years. This isn't a thing that all of a sudden you see a half monkey, half man.
Right, it wasn't that.
How come we haven't seen frogs turn into people? How come only monkeys then? I mean, like imbeciles sitting around talking to other imbeciles.
And they make sense to each other. And
then they say, well, we don't want this taught in the school. I mean, it's like fucking retards. And they're talking about science like Glen Beck was any good at science. That fucker was a zookeeper, a morning zookeeper. He's probably got the IQ of a fly. I mean, he's got a nice gift of gab, and so do I, but I'm no fucking, scientist. I wouldn't presume to be a scientist. Glen Beck is half a zookeeper, half a man. There you go. There's evolution. What a fucking retard. You gotta hear these guys.
How many people believe in evolution in this country?
I can find a poll on that, I'm sure.
Let's get some sidekick, who's just equally stupid.
I'd like to see.
I would too.
Do you have any idea?
I don't. I would think.
I mean, I don't know why it's unreasonable to say this. I'm not God, so I don't know how God creates.
Good. Okay, good.
I don't think we came from monkeys. I think that's...
But you think there's a guy who lives up in the sky. That you know. He knows there's a guy who lives up in the sky because that's the only way he can keep from drinking.
Since he doesn't have any idea how anything is done,
yeah.
Why does he have a thought on it?
I shouldn't even interrupt. You got to hear the rest of this rap.
Ridiculous. I haven't seen the half monkey, half person yet.
He hasn't seen it yet, so how could it be true? But when did he see God? I haven't seen this is a guy who was a raging lunatic zookeeper alcoholic who suddenly went to AA and found God. So now he knows there's a God. He knows that. That he knows.
He can accept that on faith.
But he hasn't seen a half a monkey, half a man walking around. And no, I'm not doing Baba Booey jokes this morning.
Did evolution just stop? Did all of a sudden
evolution occurring right now, imbecile. We don't know how it's occurring. We don't know how our DNA is changing. We don't know how things progress. By the way, how do you know there were dinosaurs, you mutant?
Oh, he might not believe in those.
He probably does, and he goes, I never saw the Ice Age. I never saw dinosaurs. I never saw a turtle turn into a man. How come they don't turn into men? You fucking idiot. We've got bones of Neanderthal man. You never went to a museum, you cocksucker?
I'm thinking back to that the woman on The View when they asked her if the Earth, if she thought the Earth was round.
I wrote that down. I said, yeah, Sherry Shepherd. She goes, I don't know. I don't know that I've never seen the Earth is round. Glen Beck's probably the same thing. He's probably one of these. We call them flatists. They believe the Earth is flat. I don't know. When I walk down the street, I don't see anything round. I see square. You fucking idiot. Admit you're a moron, and you know nothing about science. You believe in a make-believe man in the sky, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. I might believe in that, too. Because I need to feel like, I'm getting older. I'm getting scared. This can't be over.
You got to have that faith that there's something else.
Yeah, goddamn right I do.
Something beyond this.
And Glen Beck doesn't know anything about God either, quite frankly, except that God opposes gay marriage. God is up there in the sky freaking out. And I like all these guys, these other anti-science guys who run around and go, God, I'll play a Pat Robertson clip. It'll make you shit your pants. This guy's such an idiot. Yeah, and why he'll shit your pants is because he actually has people who follow him. There's actually several morons on this planet who listen to this guy. He goes, well, this is it. We're going to have Armageddon. God is very angry today what New York did about these gays.
Now, how does he know God is angry? Is he
Exactly.
like getting a call?
He doesn't know anything. He knows about science. He knows about everything. And meanwhile, so if God is so angry, why the fuck hasn't he blown up the goddamn planet already if he's so angry about gays?
Yeah, what's he waiting for?
And why did he put gay people here in the first place? Oh, that's right. They can control their gayness. Okay.
If God gave us free will, why does he get angry if we use it?
Well, you call Pat Robertson. What are you asking me? I'm smart enough to say I don't know. Because you know what? It's a made-up story, and there are books about this. This is like saying, I'm an expert in Harry Potter. Ask me anything, and I'll tell you all the rules. People who study these books all day are like studying... You might as well study Harry Potter. I mean, Tom Cruise studies a science fiction novel. That's fine.
What? I watched a documentary about Star Wars this past weekend,
right.
And all these people have written books about their theories about what George Lucas is trying to tell us with Star Wars. And then this woman finally said, you know what, I know that all this stuff is in there, but I don't know whether he meant me to see it or if I'm adding it. Yeah. And that's what this is.
Well, and you think those idiots would go ask George Lucas. He's right here.
Oh, no, it's much better to guess.
Yes. How does Glenn Beck know Jesus rose from the dead after the crucifixion? Has he seen that? No. I never saw a monkey turn into a man. Listen to this conversation. This is for imbeciles.
Now he needs proof of everything.
Yeah.
The God stuff he'll accept without any proof.
Well, it's keeping him from taking a drink. That story.
There's no other species that is developing into half human,
Maybe.
And they've never found the transitory species that developed from.
This is like 2 third graders sitting in class, debating what the teacher is saying. I never saw a monkey turn into a man, and then the teacher would hit him in the head and go, "Shut up," because you're not paying attention. Here are the artifacts. This is how man was evolved.
From ape to man.
Now, he'd rather teach in the schools that a guy in the sky who he's never met developed him into a man.
And they've claimed to over and over and over. And then when you bring that up, it's like, okay, well, now we have Lucy. Well,
that would be the voice of the scientist he's doing now. And then when they bring it up, and now we have Lucy, like that dumb scientist who studied evolution.
All right, this crazy man.
Yeah, that's Glenn Beck's impression of a scientist. You fucking asshole. I mean, let's call the guy what he is. What kind of moronic rap is this? And people follow this guy? The Pace is over there praying to Glenn Beck right now. Loves him.
Not true. Not true.
Yes. True.
Howard, I've never said one thing that disagrees with you. My only thing is that God's behind it. That's it. I don't believe in creation.
That I got no problem with. You want to believe? You can believe anything. But if you're going to fucking believe, listen to that dumb scientist. I like the impression of the scientist, by the way. He's just a nerd. Glenn's cool. You fucking douche. You're a zookeeper. Don't forget it. Anybody who was a zookeeper is a douche. You'll always be a douche. You're a morning zookeeper. There's nothing more degrading than that. I've sunk to all kinds of lows in radio, trust me. But I've never sunk to being a zookeeper. Holy cow.
And the whole time he was making those weird noises and ringing bells,
ding, ding,
he
ding.
was working on the theory of evolution and seeing that it didn't work.
Any guy who had a morning show with echo behind his voice is a douche. Good morning, everybody. What's happening?
Beep, beep, there's the bell,
Beep, beep,
there's
beep.
the whistle.
What's that? That's what Glenn Beck knows, okay? You want to know what Glenn Beck knows? Here it is.
It's a Valentine's weekend at WPGC FM
That
Mornings.
phony smile. That's him at WPGC.
The music guarantee
Music. He knows
He's got
music
a music guarantee for you.
Yeah, he knows that.
is not in effect once again today, Saturday,
not in effect.
because of the snow emergency.
You're going to cancel the music thing?
Because of snow?
Here's something I know. What's it called?
The music
what?
guarantee.
Oh. You can't. If it's a music guarantee, how do you cancel that on a snow day?
We can't guarantee music because it's snowing.
Yeah, the one thing I've always relied on is the music guarantee. We can't give you the music guarantee this morning because of the snow.
Well, that's outrageous.
Here's the guy who's talking about scientists and their lack of knowledge of evolution and how...
This is what he spent his time learning.
Yeah, this is what he knows.
You can count on us.
While he was hitting the bottle.
WPGC.
WPGC. Worst yucky announcer. Coming about you.
WPGC's Valentine Weekend. Next time you hear Real Love.
Next time you hear... No wonder he was a fucking failure. Listen to that smile. Right,
WPGC with Glen Beck. 12:14 here are the Supremes.
Yeah.
WPGC and REO.
That's the serious WPGC. Because it was a very serious REO Speedwagon tune. Pig Virus used to teach me that in his...
Right, modulate your tone.
When he brought me in the chambers, he goes, "You're coming out of a slow song. You gotta say WNBC. Now, when you're a happy song, WNBC. But listen how Captain Frank does it. Yeah, okay. I'll fucking ruin my career.
WNBC.
Yeah, I'll start doing that shit. Yeah, okay. There's a good piece of advice. That's the best advice I ever get. Listen to Johnny Dark and Captain Frank and try and learn from them.
Where are they now?
Yeah.
You know what? Yep, you were a monkey once. I'll be shocked, but I'm cool with it. Whatever.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
you were a monkey.
You were born a monkey. Yeah, that's exactly how evolution works. What a fucking genius. Well, maybe man was created by a rib. Doesn't it say that in the Bible?
No,
why would I don't see,
woman was created
woman was.
by
How come we don't see any rib women?
Yeah, how come you can't make one?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure why I'm supposed to care that much about that.
Exactly right. They have to.
And why should we try to figure out our origins? That's another thing. When you find these bones, just throw them out. When you see like Neanderthal man and you see, various artifacts from our history, just throw them out because that's just stupid science. Why not just, just accept it? This fairy tale I'm telling you, of course, the Christian fairy tale, as opposed to the other fairy tales, is true, and that's it. And then we won't have to worry about this kind of bullshit. Why should we try to have any kind of rational explanation for what's happening? And why should just ignore the shit on the ground that's telling you there was evolution?
Make you care. They have to.
Now it's a conspiracy. They have to make you care about this.
And what would be the purpose?
well, let's find out.
Have to force it down your throat. When anybody has to force it, that's a problem. You didn't have to force that the world was round. You didn't have to.
No, because it's true.
Right. Truth is truth. You don't have to force the truth.
Oh.
You just keep adding evidence and evidence and evidence.
Well, there are people who follow this guy.
Don't they realize that the Catholic Church used to hang scientists for saying things that were true?
Yeah, well.
You didn't have to force it.
A lot of people are wondering why I got dark last night. And, that's the Lord Jesus Christ who did that. Science has nothing to do with the sun and the rotation of the earth, because you can't prove that. I mean, it's bullshit. Truth is truth. We love you, love. Oh, these dumb scientists say, the earth circles the sun. How do they know that? The fucking idiots. I don't see any evidence of that. I don't see any monkey men. Oh, right. My mother was a monkey. Let's get back to some more music guarantee and shut the fuck up.
Stylistics and Bet You by Golly Wow.
Bet You by Golly Wow.
Fucking worse music, too, WPGC.
That's what I'm saying. It's a horrible music mix.
They should shut that radio station down.
I haven't played that for such a long time.
Yeah, because nobody wants to hear it, you idiot.
Glen Beck is kind of a stand-in. Some of us are trapped here at the station, and we're just having a good time and playing the music.
Yeah, you're having a great time. That's why you stopped doing it. That's why you're drinking out of control. That's why you're an uncontrollable alcoholic. Glen Beck woke up this morning and didn't see any half turtle, half man. So he therefore doesn't believe in evolution. But he said he does believe that the earth is round because that he can see.
That's a fact. But he doesn't remember that assholes like him used to think it was flat. Back in that day, he would have been a flatter.
Well, that's my term, by the way. I coined that.
I like it.
By the way, yeah, and he would have been wearing like one of those big berets and a cape, and you know what I mean, like as a member of the church, he'd be arguing with the scientists.
Right.
Oh, you think the world is round, do you?
Oh, I'm just thinking the world is round. That's what these guys talk about all day. I'll tell you about these scientists. This is what they do. And they want to go, oh, Oh, yeah, that's right. We came from a monkey.
Yeah,
Well,
but
guess what? I just looked at my mother. She does not look like a monkey.
But back in that day, the idiots used to actually kill smart people, because they thought they were witches.